The movie, we decided to create an app called the Movie Mood because we were just thinking about things that, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. We were just thinking about things that, frustrated us if we're trying to relax, having time. One of the things that comes to mind is when you're hanging out with somebody, how often do you guys ever kind of just sit there and go, what are you gonna watch? Like, what do you wanna watch? And then just have that question kind of float and take forever scrolling through Netflix. By the time you're done, it's bedtime and we didn't get to see anything, right? Has that ever happened to anyone? Yes, that happens to me like on a weekly basis. So we decided to create an app that takes all of that out. And as a bonus, we thought it'd be cool to also do like a dinner and a movie, a classic pairing. So I guess I just already asked that. Ever experienced analysis paralysis? Well, we have. Or fought with your friends about where to eat. How often does that happen for you? Happens a lot? Yeah. Okay. We got you covered. So we created an app a website that allows you to kind of choose movies based on your mood. If you're feeling dramatic, mysterious, or anything, you click on the button and it generates movies that match your mood. Hopefully that's a better pairing than the Netflix top picks for you. And as a bonus, we have delicious restaurant suggestions in your local area. So you'll put in the state or the city you're living in, and geolocations will actually, Bashir will explain more about that. So, the APIs we used was the movie database, Zomato, and Firebase for authentication. So about the movie database, the documentation actually provides methods for calling, stuff on movies, TVs, actors, or images. For this particular project, the parameters I used were language, is English, right? Popularity, and the genre. Now, it's a little tricky to pair genre with your mood, so that was a little bit of a kind of guesswork on my part. It might not match exactly, but we tried our best. And then for the response, I unpackaged it and sorted it by title, description, rating, votes, release date, poster, and genre. Now the reason why we chose release date and ratings is because whatever's most popular and most relevant is probably going to be what you're most likely to want to watch, right? So those were two attributes I thought were very important. And this is kind of an example of my key value pair that I think Danny drilled into our heads. So wanted to show you kind of an example of what I did there. And Fisher, Zomato.
So yeah, essentially I came up with the API to deliver dinner recommendations for someone because, I'm sorry. Oh, no, it's cool. No, I'm used to this all the time, so please do not panic. So of course, ladies, you're out with your boyfriend, and then you ask him like, where do you want to eat? And he's like, oh, I don't know. And so what do you do in that situation? You get a new boyfriend, of course. But seeing as you may not have that option available to you, we have now solved it with this app. First, we have the Google Maps API that auto-completes a location for you, and then the Zomato API, which gives you the best rated restaurants in your area. So here, now I definitely want to take this up. So here we have the location typed in, and then using the Google Maps API, it auto-completes it for you. Gives you the best restaurants in your area. You can click on the image, and then it produces Google Maps again to give you the location of that restaurant. And I believe we're moving on to Firebase.
Hey guys, my part is to do the Firebase, basically just to store all the data that the user put in. So I asked people to put in their name and their email address. Essentially, I was going to automatically send them the email, like a welcome to our app or our website, but then we're still working on it. And we also have like a real-time counter on the website, so we know like how many people that are like currently using our website. So here's just the form, field sign up form, and that is the Firebase, and then also included the email validation.
So for our framework, we decided to use Materialize, and it has this cool parallax scrolling, which we'll demonstrate for you guys in a moment. And the libraries that we used were the movie database JS library, as well as React. We haven't learned React yet, but the React data component library really helped kind of shape the front end portion of that. The new technology we used was React, and it was really tricky since it's not something we've learned yet, so parsing through that was kind of tricky. Challenges and improvements to consider. So when we demonstrate it, you'll notice a little bit of the lag time in certain functionality. We'd like to make that go away. And then concept issues, I think, Bishop, did you want to talk about Spotify, the music?
Yeah.
All right.
So we essentially tried to use Spotify to determine sort of a music mood as well. I do believe one of the groups actually solved that issue in Thursday's class because they found a way to utilize it through Firebase. But essentially, what it had to be done was had to be running the API through the server, which meant using it on GitHub pages, which meant updating the code every 10 minutes. So we decided to abandon that problem, but it's definitely something I'd like to go back to, of course, in a future project. No, Stella's part was perfect, so she doesn't have anything to say.
Okay, and then obviously another challenge we faced was using a language we haven't learned before. Okay, future goals.
Oh yeah, so we wanted to put the web, because we only have the website version, and we wanted to make it as like an app that you can access from your mobile, and that would be really useful for us and for everyone here if they have girlfriends or boyfriends.
Or on a date.
Or on a date, yes.
All right, so let's show an example of how this works. Okay, so this is our website, and did you want to go ahead and demo the login? You should show them. Okay, sweet. So Stella signed in. Right here it says, "Hi Stella," and it tells her that 10 other people are also picking their movies. So does anybody want to throw out a mood that they're feeling right now?
Comedy.
Comedy? So you're feeling funny, right? All right. The Kingsman. Okay, so Kingsman. And then down here, it's really important for you to check out the ratings. If the ratings are good, you're green over there. If it's medium, it's kind of orange. And if the ratings are really bad, it'll turn red. And then it tells you the date that it's released. If you want to check out, you're like, yeah, Kingsman, not into British, stuff. Let's keep going. Ooh, the Hitman's Bodyguard. You just keep clicking next, and it kind of gives you more options. As you can see, the rating kind of changed there. And I like to pick horror films to demonstrate because they're usually pretty badly rated. So you got the red going on there. And then you can click watch trailer, but I don't know if anyone wants to watch trailer for Priest, so let's pick something a little bit. All right, cool. When you click watch trailer, you have this YouTube embedded link, pops up and the video goes. I don't know if the sound's connected, but it works. Then you can click out. Down at the bottom, sure, did you want to?
So here's the dinner feature. So essentially what you can do is type in a city. And so since San Francisco, naturally we're here. Press enter. Yep, and so there's a bit of lag on the API, so hopefully in the future we try to solve that. So essentially it gives you the best rated restaurants off of the Zomato API and tells you like these are the places you may want to go. Naturally in the future, they also have a daily menu feature, but I wasn't able to integrate that. But anyway, you can just click on the image and it'll give you the location on Google Maps.
Very cool. All right. And I think that's it. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah. So actually, we wanted to input one more feature if we have more time, is to maybe there's a button next to the movie, and if you're interested in the movie, you click on a button and then it will save that movie in the Firebase. So once you log in, you have all the the movies that you want to watch later. But we're still working on it, and we can get it done.
All right, cool. Does anyone have any questions?
I noticed that you did like a password. Is this the anonymous authentication?
It's just to like send emails to you, like an automatic email to you saying that, oh, welcome to our website.
Okay, so then how do people log in later? Just using the same, there's some number that you don't like?
Well, for now, we just have the email because we're still working on the login system.
Oh, got it, okay.
So currently you don't really, it's not really a login, it's more like a sign up. And then if you sign up, we send you an email that says, hey, welcome to Movie Mood, you know.
Yeah.
But then in the future, it would be an actual login where it would store your information, and she says it would store your previous selections on the side. Not at that point, we would require like a password maybe. Cool. Any other
Alright.
questions? Oh no, okay, that's a stretch. All right.
All right, so clap for them. Yeah.